Let's take a look at today's learning goal. I can solve subtraction story problems. I can subtract two-digit numbers accurately to get a difference. Let's take a look at some words that signal subtraction. Take a look at these words and phrases on the right side of our screen. Do they signal us to add or subtract? Let's think about it. How many more? How many more does signal me to subtract because it's asking me to compare two numbers and to tell the difference between them. Difference is the answer to a subtraction problem. In all is signaling me to add the numbers because in all means that I'm taking two groups and putting them together. Sum also signals me to add because sum is the answer to an addition problem. How many less is similar to how many more. It's asking me to look at two numbers and to figure out the difference between them. Altogether is signaling me to add the numbers, as is total and combine. These words all are asking me to add numbers because they all have the idea of taking two numbers and putting them together or combining them or totaling them for an answer. How many left also signals me to subtract. How many left means that I have a total number and I'm taking some away from that group and I have to figure out how many are still remaining or are left. Let's take a look at how we can use the cubes strategy to solve subtraction problems. The letters in cubes help me to remember some good strategies to use when I'm problem solving. The C in the word cubes reminds me to circle the numbers. Paying attention to the numbers in a story problem is very important. The U in the word cubes reminds me to focus on the question and underline it. Underlining the question and circling the numbers helps me to solve my problem. The B in the word cubes reminds me to box the keywords in. The keywords are often found in the question and they help to let me know whether I should add or subtract. The E in cubes reminds me to evaluate and decide how to solve. So I'm going to evaluate or think about the numbers and the words and decide on a solution. The S in the word cubes reminds me to solve the problem and then check and see if my answer is reasonable. Let's now use the cube strategy as we solve a problem together. This one is about Josie. Josie is a librarian. She had 92 books. 27 books were checked out. How many books does Josie have left? Let's use the cube strategy. The C reminds me to circle my numbers. 92 represents the number of books that Josie has in all. The 27 represents the number of books that get checked out. The U in cubes reminds me to underline my question. How many books does Josie have left? Did you see some clue words that we could box in? In the question, I see the phrase have left. Have left, along with the numbers, or what I need to think about when I evaluate the problem. Evaluate it. Let's think about what is happening. She has books, but some leave the group because they get checked out. How many does she have left? I'm going to be subtracting to get my answer. The S reminds us to solve. So let's take our two numbers over to our workspace here and let's work with these numbers. If I'm subtracting, I do have to remember that when I'm stacking my numbers, I have to put the greater number on top. 92 will get stacked on top and 27 underneath. Let's put our subtraction symbol. And let's remember that we start in the ones and then move to the tens when we subtract. When I'm in my ones place and I'm subtracting, I should ask myself, can I do that? If I have two ones, can I take away 7? And the answer to that is no, I can't do 2 minus 7. So I'm going to go next door to the tens place, and I'm going to take one of those tens away. That will leave me with 8. The 110 that I borrowed will come right over here to the ones place to help make this a bigger, larger number. So 110 in front of the two ones gives me the number 12. 12 minus 7, I can do that. Think about it. What is 12 minus 7? Did you get 5? 5 is our answer because 5 plus 7 equals 12. 8 minus 2, think about that one, equals 6 because 6 plus 2 equals 8. So I got the answer of 65. Is that reasonable? I would say it is. 92 is close to 90. 27 is close to 30. So it makes sense that I would get a number around 65. 65 stands for the number of books that Josie has left in her library. We just used the cube strategy to solve that one. Let's take a look at another one. Let's read this one together. 31 boys were playing outside for recess. Visualize those. 31 boys. 23 girls were playing outside. Visualize that. Think about it. So there are more boys than girls outside. The question is, how many more boys are there than girls? Let's use that cube strategy. C means to circle. 31 stands for the boys outside. 23 stands for the girls outside. The U reminds me to underline the question. The question again was, how many more boys are there than girls? B reminds me to box in any clue words that I see. In the question, I see how many more. How many more? So we need to figure out the difference between these two numbers. We know 31 is more than 23. The question is, how many more? When I see the question, how many more, I know I should subtract. I'm finding the difference. Let's solve. In this case, again, I need to make sure that if I'm subtracting, that the larger number gets stacked on top. So the 31 will be stacked on top, and the 23 representing the girls will be stacked underneath. And let's put our subtraction symbol. Don't forget to start in the ones place first. 1 minus 3. I have to ask myself, can I do that? If I have 1, 1, can I take away 3 from that? I think, no, I can't do that. I need to somehow make this number larger. And I'm going to do that by regrouping and renaming. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to take away 1 of the 3. That will leave me with 2. The 110 that I borrow goes in front of whatever is sitting here. So if I put a 10 in front of the 1, I have 11. Now I should be able to do 11 minus 3. Think about that. Think about something plus 3 equals 11. Did you get 8? And then 2 minus 2 equals 0. So we got the answer of 8 more boys than girls. Think, does that sound reasonable? I would say, yes, that sounds reasonable because 31, a number in the early 30s and 20s, are about 10 away, and 8 is very close to 10. So I think my answer is reasonable. We just used cubes strategy for solving this subtraction problem. Use cubes the next time you go to solve a problem.